would have been.
Oh, we just played 6.
Not according to my stream. And we're live.
Wow. I'm off on all of them. You're saying this is episode 8.
I believe so.
You're starting us off.
I was muted, sorry. Welcome everyone to another episode of D&D with Noobs, Campaign 2, Episode 8. And September is back. So you can load up on subscriptions right now. So go ahead and subscribe to Ryle.
Who the heck is that? Is that me?
Yeah.
Just trying to find out where the sound's coming from.
It was me.
What was it you said about us being unintentional there?
I was launching F10 TV, and it said, "Hey, let's play an ad."
Yeah, that's weird. Like, I'm subscribed to UF10 TV, and it gives me an ad every time I load your channel.
Yeah, me too.
Welcome to the Bezos era, and now I've lost all the cameras. Roll 20s.
You had never come in on mine.
Roll 20 is a struggle bus. I hit reconnect again.
There you go.
Yeah.
But we're still trying to start this episode.
Yep.
Yep.
So,
Our viewers are getting antsy.
I mean, they're watching us being idiots. That's what they came to see. So,
If they would like to complain, they can hit me up in chat.
all right. So, who is going to do our recap for the day? Lockett, how about you?
Got him.
Crap, what happened last time? Let's see.
I'm saving for my deluxe plate armor down the road.
Damn. Yeah, we did some stuff.
We entered a battle.
I did not
Great
take
recap.
notes. I did not take notes.
Remember, we started with the hag fight.
Yeah.
Sure.
Started with a nasty chop by insult from Timon.
I mean, so
Which didn't do anything.
we fought this hag,
Yep.
and the fight was going pretty well, and then Lockett got charmed, and then Ryle did something stupid. He attacked the hag, and so Lockett decided that he was going to backstab Ryle and almost killed him. And doesn't have any clue to why, but he's, I'm going to attack this guy. We eventually kill the skeletons and the hag. And let's see, what did we discover? I remember there being a platinum.
We discovered the meaning of friendship.
We somehow apologized to people about being stabbed and, getting hit in the back with the Edward bolt, stuff like that.
Remember the cat statue.
I don't even know what you just said.
The little cat statuette that you found with the green gem in the eye that Timon identified.
That Ryle put in his pocket. He's thinking so hard he froze.
I don't know about that. I don't remember that one.
You were still charmed.
So it was a stone of good luck.
Sure.
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
And, yeah. I did not take notes, so this is going to be a great recap.
Well, you're almost done now.
Yeah, most of it was the fight, actually.
Yeah, we attempted to make it back to town, and I believe we made it, late as hell.
Yep.
We arrived at like 2 o'clock in the morning or something, 1 or 2, and the bar was apparently closing, but because we've been such good patrons or something, they decided to have last call. And I remember Timon ordering like 15,000 drinks, and everyone else got a drink, I didn't get one because I don't know. I just didn't get one. And
Card game.
we tried to play cards.
No,
I
Victor
tried to
did play cards.
I tried to play cards, and it did not happen. Victor played cards, but I don't remember if we finished the card game.
They had just sat. You'd sat down at the card game. You were standing over his shoulder, talking about his hand to everyone.
I was helping him. I'm trying to learn the game. Locke is trying to learn how to play Texas Hold'em, and for some reason, Victor's being a pain in the ass.
Yeah. So with great reluctance, I'm giving you a point of inspiration.
You don't have to. I'm saying you don't have to.
Well, hey, you struggled through it when I asked you to, so you get the point of inspiration.
Okay.
Use it to not stab me in the back. Thanks.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't crit him. Let's try this again.
Okay. So, you're shut down at the table, Victor, and your robotic friend is standing there over your shoulder, talking about the cards you've got in your hand. The other guys at the table are looking at you and him like, what the fuck is going on here?
His hand is fantastic. I see shapes, and then there's some colors. So yeah, I think his hand is cool.
I'll lay 10 gold on the table.
What does this one do?
Tell them I'll raise them 10 if anybody can shut this bucket of bolts up. And also, I'm going to pull the poker chip out and lay it on top and ask if any of the players knows anything about that.
Two of the guys, actually, make an insight check.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So
He sees
two
the
of the guys
future.
two of the guys look completely oblivious, and they're like, "The hell is that?" The other one's like, "Never seen it before." But you see, like, he was very, very subtle, but you're good at picking up people's tells, and something about this sparks a memory in this guy, and you can tell. It's the guy sitting directly across from you.
Seen this one before, have you, friend?
I'm gonna get up and go sit behind that guy.
You don't know that, Lockett. You don't know that this guy's seen it before. Victor knows it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, what did you say, Victor?
I said, I look at him and said, seen this one before, have you, friend?
Don't know what you're talking about. It looks like a poker chip to me.
Now I'm gonna go sit behind him.
He says, "You better tell your friend here to head on. I don't really want to have to disassemble a piece of junk here.
What are you talking about?
If you step behind me, you're gonna lose something very important."
He's gonna cut off your pecker hole.
I'm trying to learn how to play this game.
What time of night is it? Or morning?
Oh, it's like 2:00 in the morning.
Yeah.
Your hand looks pretty cool too.
No, he's already put his cards down and says, "You need to go away."
Okay.
Lockett, why don't you go wait over there with the others while we discuss some things?
Do any of us notice what's going on at the poker table?
Yeah, there's a kind of a commotion. Lockett is sitting behind one of the poker players, and he's got his cards like down the table with his hand on top, and he's yelling at Lockett.
I want to go over there and just say, "Hey, Victor, what? Oh my gosh." Let me rewind that.
Okay.
You okay there, buddy?
Victor, what is buy-in for this game?
Oh, opening bets, 5 gold.
Aye. Maybe. Be short. Be short after this one.
Mm.
Count me in.
The guy that is holding his hands, like, table's full.
Oh,
Is that
surely you have another spot for another sailor such as me.
They wouldn't
Full-
let me play. They wouldn't even let me play. If they won't let me play, they're definitely not letting you play.
Would you fancy that? There's a chair right here. It doesn't look full any longer.
The guy that was talking, he that told you it was a 4-player. He was like, "Well, here, you could take this chair," and he scoops up his gold, puts it in his pocket, starts for the door.
I know. Now that's unsportsmanlike of you. Come now. Come sit. Have a couple drinks on me. Let's have a good time.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check with disadvantage because he's very agitated.
Mm.
Oops.
He doesn't even turn around. He keeps on walking towards the door.
Mm.
I don't blame him. He's got a robot looking over his hand, and
Nope, that's not him. It's the other guy.
Victor, make a perception check.
Make a Eldritch Blast check.
Yeah.
Victor, you look back at the table and you notice that poker chip's gone.
Ooh.
ooh,
From the guy that got up and left.
You know it's gone.
Uh-oh.
Now, I probably would have been watching the guy across from me the whole time. So
Glock in
it's
his
gone.
pocket.
All right.
And Lockett, I was watching the guy across as well. So
Go ahead and make a perception check for yourself, Lockett. Lockett, you did notice that as he was scooping up his gold, he managed to slip that chip into his pocket. But he's on his way to the door.
so with me seeing him take the chip, and I know the chip means something to Victor, I'm gonna go stop him.
Okay. When you say stop him, are you going to try to physically stop him? Are you going to grab him?
I'm gonna go get between him and the door before I even speak to him.
All right, make a dexterity check because he's walking with purpose.
Uh-oh. You got tangled up in your robot legs.
Yeah, he was just moving a little bit too fast, and he's already out the door by the time you get to the door. You gonna follow him out?
Yeah, guys, we need to stop this. Stop that guy.
Was this the original one that I was talking to?
Yes.
No.
Yeah, the one who had noted, who had recognized the chip and.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right,
so.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead with what you're saying.
Yeah. So he's out the door at this point.
Yeah, I'm following him.
Okay. So
Right.
as soon as you get to the door, you notice that he is in a full-on sprint down the street.
Sounds like I'm taking off.
And
All right.
hearing Lockett yell that, I'm going to get up and take chase too.
Okay.
I guess I would as well because I was at the table.
All right. So the three of you, athletics checks
Oh yeah, that's my.
or acrobatics, your choice.
I'm gonna go for this one.
Beep boop, tackled.
So as you guys get up to make chase, Lockett just kind of goes into like the $6 million man mode, like just running like crazy, and just tackles into the back of this guy, and he tumbles ass over tea kettle, and he is on the ground. He's like, "What the fuck?"
I believe you took something of my friends.
I just took what's mine.
Oh, I don't think that poker chip was yours.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Well, okay, and I'm gonna hold him until the other guys show up. I'm doing like a complete. I'm Spider Monkey in this fool. Until the other guys, because I heard them behind me, so I know they're going to be there soon.
I'm sitting
All
at the
right.
bar watching the whole thing unfold. So
All
my
right,
team
so
is struggling.
we're gonna need a contested athletics check.
Well, I mean, I know the other guys are coming, so they
Right.
shouldn't be too far
What is-
behind me.
Yeah,
Right, but
contest-
he's gonna try to squirm away from you. But you managed to hang on to him pretty well. He's not moving anywhere. So Victor, Timon, you guys have caught up by now.
All could have been avoided if you just let me buy in and play along. And I start going through his pockets.
Okay, investigation check. All right, so you search him pretty thoroughly in his pockets, and you don't really find anything except for like gold pieces and stuff. And as you're like letting him go, your hand brushes up against his sleeve, and you feel something kind of like hard in his sleeve. And so you check that sleeve, and there's like a hidden pocket in his sleeve, and he's got that poker chip in.
I pull the chip out and I look at Victor and I say, Victor, does this look familiar?
Well, well, well. Looks like we found what we were looking for. And I'll take the chip and I'm going to kneel down in front of him, hold it close to his face, and say, now tell me what you know about this chip.
I just had to make the dream stop. Okay, I just had to make the dream stop.
What dreams you talking about?
I've nightmares all the time, and I heard a voice saying that if I found a poker chip made of bone, it would make the dream stop.
Where are you from, friend?
Born and raised here.
These voices you hear them when you sleep, or?
Most of the time, sometimes when I'm awake, but most of the time when I'm sleeping. But I just got you got to let me have that chip. I got to make the dream stop.
No, friend, I don't think I can do that. I think this was meant for me and me alone.
I know a way to make the dream stop. Go hit up the ale over and over again. They stop real quick.
Trust me, I've tried that.
I was just gonna clobber him over the head. That'll make the dream stop.
No, there's no need for violence, Lockett.
That's not violence. That is sympathy.
Medicine.
You're a damn robot. You don't understand nuance.
I understand sympathy.
Now,
Victor, what is next?
what should we do with this guy? We let you go, friend. You gonna leave us alone, or you gonna come back?
No point in me trying to do anything to you. You outnumber me to several to one.
Did you know that Victor had the chip?
No, until he put it on the table.
So how did you come about playing a hand of what kind of poker is it?
It was like a Texas Hold'em, but
think it was Go
you know,
Fish.
it's called something different.
Go Fish.
I mean, there's obviously
Yeah.
no Texas in this world, so
Yeah.
it's not called Texas Hold'em.
It's called Sandstrom Hold'em, and I know how to play it.
Oh my god, fuck Sandstrom.
Hey, now, watch your mouth.
Well, this chip, does it have dragons on both sides?
Yeah, it's identical on both sides.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, we could let the fates decide what he's meant for.
I'd say he's done no harm. Let him go.
I'm gonna wrestle with it for a few minutes, and I motion for Lockett to let him go.
All right.
So he stands up and
Guess
does.
so.
Oh, You guess what? Okay.
I said, I guess so.
Okay. So he stands up and dusts himself off, and he's like, "Well, how much for the chip? How much can I
Hey.
pay you?"
Negotiations.
I don't think that you have enough money, friend.
He pulls out a purse, and he's
Still
like,
don't think you have enough.
and he says, I've been on a winning streak lately. 450 gold.
Woo!
Holy shit.
I think this thing is very special to my friend here. I don't see him parting with it.
I'm not talking to you, robot. I'm talking to the man who's
Beep
got the
boop.
chip.
No cash.
I've been very
I,
patient. I might knock you out.
Timon pulls Victor by the sleeve over, and he says, "All right, he says, that's a mighty fine amount of gold. You sure you need this chip?"
I'm starting to think it's not worth that. You got anything else on you there, friend?
He starts rifling through his pockets, and he pulls out like a box, like a wooden box, and he opens up the wooden box, and he pulls out a deck of cards that are all black. These are my lucky cards.
Oh, it's a cheater's hand.
I'm gonna reach in my pocket and pull out one of my cards and hold it up to him and say, "It looks a little familiar."
And he gives you a look like, how do you have this? And he's like, he looks out at his cards, and he's like, looks like you're in the business of making deals.
That I am.
I want to
That I
make
am.
some deals.
Let's make a deal.
Lockett, I'd recommend you remain silent.
Well,
I recommend you don't talk to anybody.
well, he says, well, I've offered you all I've got of value.
You haven't offered us your life.
What?
You can kill me if I get the chip. Boom.
No,
What a deal.
I wouldn't have much.
no, a life debt.
Like he'd
Trust
be our
me.
servant.
Trust me.
Anytime we can ask him for a
Trust
favor.
me, lug nuts. The less I see you, the more. Okay.
Lug nuts.
All right, before the wrong thing gets said to the wrong people, I'll put the card back in my pocket, and I'm gonna flip the chip and say, "For now, friend, I think the deal's off the table," and I'm gonna put it in my pocket and turn around and walk off back to the bar.
Hold on, I want to clarify. I did not mean to kill him. I meant like we can. He would owe us a favor, like a, like
You're talking indentured servitude.
No, not like forever.
Like forever.
You can work your debt off by working in the fields.
It's a temporary life debt. It's a temporary life debt.
What kind of robot gets
Like
to
not
decide the
lethal figure
fate
of
of men?
Wasn't there a president back in the day that abolished this in practice
This is
Bef-
not. No,
before your 300-year war?
It's not the same thing.
But yeah. So after Victor says that, he just kind of like sits back down, like right there on the ground, and just kind of like stares down, and you kind of hear him mutter under his breath, "Oh, what's that?"
Mm.
And he just kind of ignores the rest of you.
Oh.
And Victor said you were walking back into the bar.
Yeah.
All right,
Archie,
so
another beer.
all right, so you guys go back into the bar. Things are starting to shut down now. You see that one of the barmaids is putting chairs up on the table. The other two people that were playing poker have already left as all this commotion is going on.
Yeah, they saw the robot out of control.
Is anybody
I'm
else
outta
doing anything before you head on to bed?
Chugging my last brew.
I'm already in bed. I went to bed at last episode.
I hit up the closing round. Timon hits up another closing round of
Last
ale, and that
call.
usually means about 3 or 4.
All right, Timon, go ahead and make another Constitution saving throw.
I'll drink one with him.
Yep. All right, well, Lockett, you don't have to make a Constitution save because alcohol has no effect on you.
Second one.
Beep boop, beep boop. My belly's full.
I feel like it should be adding to his weight for all the liquid he keeps ingesting.
No.
He opens his disbursement flap.
Yeah.
And all the beer just runs right down his leg. Do you have pants on under your robot skin? Or are you like naked?
Why are you thinking about these things?
I don't know. I think I might have on like a robe or something.
Well, I mean, it's your character. You should know what you look like.
I mean, are you wearing armor?
No.
He
Look
is
at your
armor.
character.
I have an it's not the Ironwood heart. I have the middle one.
You have leather armor equipped.
Well, it's the equivalent of, isn't it?
It is. Leather armor is the equivalent of leather armor.
I have
What?
composite plating.
Carbon fiber.
It's
Carbon.
medium armor.
Where do you integrated
Go to,
protection?
integrated protection, and then I have to choose. When I take a rest, I can choose which one of the armors I want. And they, like, if I choose heavy, then I have a disadvantage on stealth checks. If I choose the medium, then it's based on my dexterity modifier.
Okay. So you gain no benefit from wearing armor, but if you're using a shield, you apply its bonuses. Normal. Can alter your body. So you are using composite plating, which is 13 plus your dex mod. So that means let's unequip the leather armor that's in your inventory.
Oh, so my AC should be at 18.
Beep boop. You took your pants off and your armor went up. It's pretty good.
Actually, there we
Okay.
go. Yeah, that's right.
So you're gonna have, like, every time that you change your whatever, your whatchamacallit, the integrated protection, you need to manually change your armor class.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because you had leather armor equipped and your character sheet didn't know the difference. So
Oh, I didn't even know I had leather armor equipped. Because I knew I did not wear armor, so.
So do
Well,
you
you-
have clothes covering?
okay, so now that we've got that sussed out, you guys are back inside. You guys have a few drinks for the evening, and you head on to bed. And you all benefit from a long rest.
Yay.
So you get your spell slots back, your hit points, all that good stuff. If you used any hit die, you get half of those back that you used.
20 spell
I
slots.
think
off.
Raul, didn't you use some of your hit die during a second wind or something?
It doesn't use a hit die, it's just an ability, but I get that back.
I thought second wind used a hit die.
Nope.
Doesn't
okay,
say
cool.
anything about burning
Yep.
a hit die.
All right, cool. For some reason, I thought you did, but I'm mistaken. So yeah, if you used any hit die, you get half of your expended hit die back, and you are back up to full.
Yay, full health.
You wake up to your free complimentary breakfast as always.
I'm so excited.
Mm.
Hey, Lockie, you should try the bacon. It's so good.
I tried the
That is mighty
bacon.
cruel.
Okay.
I tried it.
You have some bacon. It has no flavor to you because you have no taste buds.
Oh.
I'm
Or
like,
he has
ooh.
COVID. One of the two.
So sad.
Never will he know.
Maybe I'll find taste buds and be able to install them.
Installing taste module.
Never know. Never know.
Beep boop. I taste disappointment.
Oh.
That's because you are a disappointment.
Oh,
My
God.
tastes are much like my heart, empty and cold.
We
All
didn't
right,
even
guys,
report
anything happen
to.
after I went to bed?
Lockett was
I saw
doing
you
some
going off. I saw
wrestling.
you going off to the table, but I was tired, so I went to bed. Did anything go on afterwards?
Did
Yeah, you
Victor
missed all
have
the
any
fun.
dreams?
Victor
don't know,
had
did-
a nice restful sleep because he
Oh.
put the. Well, I'm assuming you put the chip under
Yeah.
your pillow again.
Yeah, I've gotten used to what it does now. So
So nothing happened. Good.
Nothing out of the ordinary for this group.
yeah,
Yeah, all right.
I just stood outside the doors and stood there.
Okay.
Did your sentries
Well,
rest?
Are we heading over to see Lothic now?
Yeah, I think we should to let him know what we found and who we slayed,
Yeah.
and the house should be secure.
Okay, so you guys head on down to the guard HQ. The guards out front recognize you and beckon you in. The same skinny guy who's been sitting at the front desk is sitting there writing in his book. Doesn't notice anybody come in. You notice that this guy gets really into his work. He doesn't really pay attention to his surroundings very much.
Interesting.
I'm gonna go and
Dear.
slam my hand on the
Oh,
desk and
jeez.
say,
Don't
"Hey,
scare
how's
the
it
guy."
going?"
Good. I'm working
You look like you were asleep.
with a quill in my hand and writing in this book.
Hey, what you humans do, do some weird things.
He's not the brightest robot that was ever made.
Well,
I'm super smart.
I guess you're here to see Lothic. Hold on just a minute. And he neatens up a stack of papers in front of his desk that kind of got disheveled when Lockett slammed his hand on the table and stands up and gives kind of like a dirty look over his shoulder to Lockett.
I messed up your nap. I'm sorry.
And he walks into the back room. He comes back a little bit later and says, "Yep, Lothic will see you in his office. Just go down this hallway, go up the stairway on the right hand side, and it's the first door on the left."
Most kind, sir. Thank you.
So, assuming you just follow his instructions and you don't explore any, or what's going on?
No.
I would
The guardhouse. We're not going to do too much exploring.
I
love
would-
to explore.
I would like to try to learn the layout as we're going where we're supposed to go.
Okay.
See if there's anything like unusual.
Yeah. So there's a hallway that has about 3 doors on each side. All of them are closed except for one. The one that's open actually has a guard sitting in it. He's just sitting in a chair and he's reading a book. But behind him in this room is a large cache of armor and weapons. It looks like it's the armory.
Oh, that's cool.
So do we have to walk by that door to go where we're going?
Yes.
I'm gonna wander into the armory, be like, "Oh, look at all the shiny things!"
And as soon as you do that, the guard that was sitting there reading his book throws his book out, draws his sword, and holds it to your throat and says, "You need to get out of here, friend."
But
I
there's
grab
so many-
Lockett by his shoulder and pull him back.
So many shiny things.
Sorry, sir. We were moving along, and he gets distracted.
I
We're
look
going
at
to
the
see
guard, I'm
Lothic.
like, can I go look at the shiny things?
With a sword through your throat.
He doesn't.
It's
He
gonna
doesn't
be
understand. He doesn't
really hard
understand
for me to
threats.
look. It's gonna be really hard for me to look at the shiny things if you put a sword through my throat.
Lock it, come.
Lock it, he said.
Lock it, come on.
No.
You might be dumber than I am.
I find that very hard to believe.
We agree, sir. We
I'm
all
super
agree.
smart. I'm the smartest one here.
We all
I
agree.
suggest you get some intelligence for your next ability up.
I don't know. I'm already pretty smart here.
So as Lockett's trying to talk to him, I'm dragging him back out into the hallway.
All right, are you resisting
stuff.
Lockett, or are you?
I mean, I am enamored by the shiny things. I want to go and see what's all in there.
We
All
got
right,
lots
so
of
Oh
shinies.
my god.
Are you resisting Ryle trying to pull you out?
If it's Ryle, I'm definitely resisting.
All right, contested athletics check.
Because Ryle's an asshole.
Psh, I'm a nice guy.
Olaros is in the hallway shaking his head saying, I now see why they call him Bolts.
All right, so you guys are kind of at a stalemate. Like he's trying to pull back against.
I'm
you,
like,
Ryle,
Timon,
and you're-
help me out. We got to get this guy out of here before he gets stabbed.
I'm just gonna walk on down the hall.
Yeah.
I'm with you, Dolos. Let's head to where we were supposed to
Yeah.
go in the first place.
Yeah, I'm following that.
I don't mind helping, but I'm definitely the weakest of the bunch.
Well, blow your horn.
Wait, what?
All right.
Strength.
Well, actually, you helping Ryle would give him advantage. So Ryle, go ahead and roll one more athletics check, and then you can take the greater of the two.
Do I roll?
Oh, jeez.
That's not it.
Yeah. So it's still like Timon has grabbed onto the other one of Lockett's arms, and he's yanking on him, but he's just like getting no ground, like in a hole. Like
Fine.
And-
Let him go, Timon. If he dies, he dies.
Yep.
all right. So
Enjoy
So
your
like,
meaningless
you still
death.
have this. You still have this blade to your throat, and he's like the guard is staring you down and saying, "No, if you take another step,
Maybe I should help.
No.
So I grabbed the blade. I'm like, man, this one's not shiny enough.
okay, you grab the blade and he's gonna make an attack towards you."
Oh, jeez. Lothing's not going to like us.
I'm not involved.
I think
don't know
every-
between us.
Every ruler has not liked us.
all right, so that is a 19 to hit,
Oh, jeez.
right? And you take 6 points of damage.
Oh, jeez.
Damn.
So I assume I'm sitting there watching him just get attacked by the guard.
Right.
And I'm like, Lockett, you may want to come with us.
You may yield.
Why did you stab me?
You grabbed his sword and you're breaking and
I
entering.
didn't even do anything.
He's given you plenty of warning, and you're acting foolish.
Am I acting foolish or is
Yes.
he just acting dumb?
No.
A human is telling you you're acting foolish.
Foolish.
You understand?
But the
No.
question is, I don't understand. That's the
All right.
problem.
So he's still standing there in a defensive stance. He is ready to make another attack if you try to make any other kind of aggressive, what he perceives as an aggressive move.
But I'm not doing an aggressive move. I'm trying to get the sword.
You
off.
tried to take his sword out of his hand.
No, I didn't try to take his sword. I just wanted it off my throat.
Well,
touched
you leave
another
the
man's
room.
sword.
Yeah, leave the room and it'll be off your
Yeah.
throat. It's pretty simple.
Be off your throat. Yeah, that's easy.
You can't touch another man's sword without consent.
Yes.
I'm gonna. The guard, still pointing his sword towards you, says, "I'm going to tell you this really simply. This place is off limits. If you take another step in here, it's not going to end well for you."
Why is it off limits?
It's
my
an
God.
armory.
Does he not understand that I don't understand?
No.
He
He
d-
thinks
he-
you are breaking into his armory. He
Yeah.
is a guard of an armory, and somebody's coming into the armory.
Yeah,
His
but I
job
don't
is to protect the
understand.
room.
I don't understand what an armory is.
That's why we told you to leave, and you're not listening to us. And you're fighting
Why?
it. And so we're going to let you die.
I don't understand why I'm getting attacked. Fine, if
So-
you don't want me here,
I break out the action figures. I'm like, lock it. This is you. This is the guard. He's protecting this room. You're going in. He stabs. Bad. This is bad. Don't do it.
You got to understand that one.
And I put my action figures back in my pocket.
I don't understand why I'm not wanted. I don't.
It's not that you're not wanted. It's that you're not allowed in there. Because it's not your room.
There are things called laws in these communities.
And
How
he
we
look,
function.
Ryle, the guard there looks at you and says, "Night Lieutenant, you need to get your robot under control."
Believe me, I've been trying since I've met this guy. I just met him. They put him under my command for some reason. I will handle
I'm not
him.
under your command.
But, and I,
There's the problem.
yeah, do you need a firmware update? Anybody got a USB? I need to
That's a good one.
put some some orders and listening modules.
Maybe we got to deal with him like the Kraken. Keep him caged up until it's time to fight, and then release him.
We build like a wagon and put.
Yeah, we build a wagon. Keep him in the wagon.
Then we
Don't feed him or anything. And then
Yeah, I mean,
here's
he
the battle.
won't.
Okay, open the wagon.
I like it. Let's see if we can.
Luckily, I think Dolos, Olaros, and I had already made our way down
Yes.
the hall to the.
Yeah, they're already talking to
We're with
Lothic.
Lothic.
Did Lothic hear our commotion? Because we were being kind of loud.
Lothic, there's a little
Oh, you're
problem
muted.
down the aisle, but
You're
don't
muted.
worry about it.
So yeah, the folks that are already in the office, you hear the commotion going on downstairs, and Lothic has welcomed you into his office. But as this commotion starts to go on, he's like, "What's going on down there?"
I lean over and kind of pull the door shut a little bit so he can. Probably just our friends getting to know the guards and stuff. No problem.
Yeah, and I'm sure your guards can handle it.
Make a deception check.
Who me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah.
Deception check?
Well, you're shutting the door on him.
Oh, you're.
I'd not lie.
Oh God. He's
So,
a
yeah,
con man for sure.
So Lothic sits back down and settles down in a little bit, and he's like, "So, how did things go?"
Really quite well. We ran into a hag and her skeletons. There was a necromancer in your house. It's no wonder that there was a problem there, but we dealt with it. There's no more
necromancer at
hag
my-
or-
A
Yeah.
necromancer
Walk in
in my father's house.
I
Yep.
walk in and I'm like,
I close
I
the
got
door and I'm just gonna
stabbed.
stand in front of the door.
I'm outside. I'm like, look what you did, Lockett. Now we're locked out of the meeting.
We're gonna fill you in as soon as
I'm
we
gonna-
get out.
I pound on the door.
And I'm trying to grab his arm so he's not beating on the door.
I'm pounding on the door.
I'm holding onto one arm and he's just beating on the
supposed
door.
to be in there.
Well, you weren't following us.
I
You
was
got
following.
you got
I
distracted.
got distracted by shiny things.
Yeah, well now we're
Why
stuck
are you
outside.
not in here if you were following us.
It sounds like somebody's out there.
No,
Yeah, but it's nobody
No.
important.
No.
No. It's
Hello?
probably that warforged
Hello?
we're traveling with. Sometimes Bolts gets a little confused and his wires gets crossed up.
Hello?
Anyway, as we were saying,
I'm in his back trying to find a shutdown switch.
Hello.
I'm toggling
Somebody in
things.
here?
Oil's shooting out. And I'm like, what the?
Hello?
How do you? I don't want to put my hand.
Open.
There's got to be some wires. Cut them.
Hello.
I'm not gonna put my hand over his mouth because he might bite it off.
I'm still pounding
Oh, no.
on the door. Hello.
I take my bedroll out and I try shoving it in his mouth.
A whole bedroll.
Alright.
I'm definitely helping because it's a whole bedroll.
Okay, so Timon, that is going to be a contested athletics check. You will have an advantage. Lockett, you just have a straight roll.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh!
You gotta cut his wires.
It's the unstoppable Warforged.
I'm gonna get a doorstop and just put it in front of the door.
Lothic's gotta be concerned that you're barricading him in the room. Oh.
It's
Pay
already
no
so
attention
good.
to the man behind Victor.
And Lothic's like, what is going on here?
Just trying to have a friendly conversation.
Just trying to give you a status update. And we're just out here getting our ass
Gonna be
beat.
working on the ground trying to keep it. So there was a necromancer. Yeah, we killed it though. Don't worry about that. What else you got? What else is going on?
I'm still pounding on the door.
You,
Pounding on the door.
You want to find a good priest to go to your home and cleanse it of whatever evils happened there. 'Cause, it was not good.
Hello.
The evil is dead.
Well, there is a priest of Paylor that lives in town that has been known to cleanse defiled properties before. Maybe I'll get up with him.
Does
the
he?
door
Is he a young priest or an old priest?
He's an old priest.
You may want to send a young priest with him.
Is the door locked?
The door doesn't seem to be locked, but it seems to be obstructed by something.
I'm gonna try to open the door.
Okay, it is obstructed by something.
I'm gonna push.
Okay, another athletics check.
I'm supposed to be in there.
Yes,
My
you were.
understanding is I'm supposed to be in there.
All right, so yeah, you managed to push on the door, and you get the door like the in front of it. So there is the door is cracking about this far open, but
I put my face in there. I'm like, "Hello, let us in."
Okay, I'm ready to take care of this guy.
Oh shit.
I've
Devon's
had
about.
enough of him.
Lothric, let us in.
all right. So Devon, what are you gonna do?
No.
I'm gonna try and subdue him.
Oh
Okay.
jeez.
All right,
Make-
so contested athletics checks with Devon and Lockett.
Make sure you rage first.
Nope, he didn't rage.
Right, he's got him. Take him to the floor.
Finally.
Yeah, so Devon, you come up behind Lockett.
This is bullshit.
You put one hand over his mouth and one hand around his waist, and just kind of like lift him and pull him out of the hallway. Like it just kind of.
You're gonna rest here for a while.
He just said it. Lockett just said this was bullshit. He just won
Yeah,
like
he
6
just said-
rolls.
He said his bullshit was bullshit.
6 rolls or something.
It's not fair that I won so many rolls and lost this one.
I like in my mind. I'm thinking like, why are there fingers in my mouth? I'm not hungry, but
They're not in your mouth. They're
Yeah,
over
I don't
your
have
mouth.
him in your mouth.
oh, okay.
And he's got a big hand, so it would be
Yeah.
easily over your mouth.
Yeah,
And it might be covering your nose.
and he's got
too.
you like off your feet. Your feet are kind of dangling in the air. He's got one hand around your waist, one hand around like your mouth, and he's dragging you down the hall.
I'm gonna use my tongue and lick his hand.
You feel something cold and metal touch your hand, Devon.
Tink.
That's
Don't
Tink.
move your hand.
Is
All
my
right.
tongue sharp?
No,
Can I cut his hand with my tongue?
I would not say so. no.
a tongue attack.
I have sharpened my tongue after many years of battle.
You've been confused. You've been accused of many things, but never having a sharp tongue.
That's super smart. That's super smart.
Well said.
So now that Devon's tucking Lockett out, I enter the room. And I'm like, hello, Commander.
That's bullshit. How does he get to go in? I don't get to go in.
But we could have all walked in.
Because you're busy with shiny things.
Yeah.
So, look, it says, Knight Commander, what is the meaning of all this?
This robot we have is not following orders. I want him reassigned to another division.
I'm not.
Do you want one?
I have one for sale.
I will cut you a good deal.
Yeah, I will give him a way.
That's deal F.
I will actually pay you to take him and put him in another division.
Yes.
He won't let
Get
anyone
at
into a
least 3
building.
good halberds out of him.
He looks at you, Ryle, and says, "Look, that thing is your responsibility.
Well, that's a big
Yours?
word.
Sir, yes, sir. I will handle him.
Where you find Warforged and responsibility together.
Just make sure it doesn't cause any more trouble around the guard tower, please."
I will try my best.
I didn't cause any trouble.
Do you have a quest that might take us near some quicksand?
Why is it every campaign y'all trying to get rid of me?
Why is it every campaign you fight the group and try to attack the NPCs?
I was not attacking anybody.
You broke into an armory and unhand a guard.
It has shiny things.
And that's what the Sultan said. And that's what...
Okay, so Lufik says, "Okay, so you've completed the task that I put in front of you. So, first of all, here is a purse of 250 gold.
All right.
Ooh.
Don't give it to Royal. No one will ever see it.
And I did offer you 2 pieces of my personal collection. So, I do have quite the array. What sort of weaponry are you all interested in?"
Hand crossbow would be most handy.
A hand crossbow. I don't keep those. I'm much more of an enclosed fighter myself.
I would
Well-
like a mace. If you've got a nice mace of quality.
Ah,
I've got a
yes.
decent mace, but
So he goes. He's got like a wardrobe behind him, and he opens up the wardrobe, and it's kind of angled so you can't really see into it when he opens the doors. But he reaches in and he pulls out a well decorated silver mace.
ooh,
And he's-
see my eyes glow.
I would also like... Oh, go.
How does he get what?
Now wait a second. He hasn't
Bullshit.
described the mace. Let me.
yeah. So
I look at it and I go, "It's a beautiful piece of weaponry." What are
And he
its
says-
characteristics?
it is a very effective against demonic and undead creatures.
Oh, excellent. May I have this?
And he hands it to you, Olaros, and says, "Okay, and one more weapon."
It was a tease.
I would
Here
like
you
to see if you have a giant weapon for my giant friend who's currently handling our robot problem. He's one of my best fighters. He hits the battlefield running. He always listens to commands. An amazing member of our team. So if we have something that would allow him to do some serious damage up front, that would help us with the thinning of the evils that are in this world.
Okay, and he says, "I think I have just the thing." And he goes in there and he pulls out a great sword that it's almost 6 feet in length,
Holy shit.
Oh,
And-
shit. Cool.
and it has the royal crest embroidered in the side of it. It is a +1 great sword. It's a magic great sword. And he says,
Nice.
"This is it's given a small enchantment by a friend of mine. It's a little bit more effective in combat than your average great sword."
Small
Excellent.
enchantment, large results, much like the sword.
Cool.
Can I even carry this thing to Devon?
Yeah.
I mean, it's massive.
Ryle, you're a pretty strong guy. I mean, you could
Damn
even
right I
wield
am.
this in battle if you wanted to.
Negative.
Do you have any
mace have a
short
name?
swords, long swords?
You're not.
You're out of the room. You and Devon are outside in the streets, and
What
he's
the
just
mace
holding you.
The mace is +2 against undead and demonic creatures, and I'll put that in the description of it.
Thank
And that's for attack
you-
and damage.
Are you adding that to mine?
I will.
Oh, okay. Because I was trying to, but I'm messing up.
Sir, what about a fashionable jacket for a charismatic sailor such as myself?
Jacket.
I'm not really a clothier, but my friend. But
Surely you have something that would enhance my song and eloquence of word.
Here's a kazoo.
well, friend, I told you I'd give you 2 pieces out of my personal armory, and I've fulfilled my end of the bargain.
Yes.
He did.
We'll go by a tailor, Timon.
Yeah, Timon.
I didn't get
Sorry.
A piece. I didn't get a piece.
We'll go by a tailor.
My purse is starting to get a little heavy. I'd like to put this gold to use.
Who grabbed the 250 gold sack?
Yeah, who got the? That should have been divvied up.
Oh, I know.
I
I
got
took
it.
that a while ago. I'm already.
Dolos is out the door. Guys, I got a new
I
bow.
already took my share.
I got it.
I'll take it and I'll split it. Whatever.
Okay.
Did you say 250 or 350?
It was 250.
350.
250.
Negotiate.
35 to everybody.
All right.
35 to everybody. All right.
Well, it's 35.71 if you really want to.
Yeah.
I'll just
I'll
do
just
30.
take
up in the copper.
35.
All right, so everybody 35.
Oh boy, I'm rich.
I am.
So,
Might I ask if you have any? Do you in your armory? Do you ever sell anything to people? Like I'm in the market for some nice plate armor.
Don't go in the armory.
I'm not. I'm
like
talking
it.
to Lothric.
They don't like it.
We usually outfit our guards with chainmail. We don't usually have a lot of. We only have a few sets of plate for members of the higher ranks. And you notice he's wearing plate armor, and he's like, I've only got mine and another set here right now, and
Both
the rest.
generous, so
yeah.
I'll wait. But I'm in the market if you hear of a
How'd
deal.
Lockett take it for you?
Well, there are many blacksmiths and people who sell that kind of thing in town.
I might want to see a blacksmith before we leave, gentlemen.
that won't be a problem.
And the
Right.
tailor.
Because right now I would say it's pretty early in the morning.
And the locksmith to see about shackles.
we gotta build a cage.
You can't hear that, Lockett.
Yeah. Release the Warforge! It'll be like boom sauce activate. We just open the door and let him go. Alright, Lothric, well then, what would a new assignment be that you need us to attend to? Preferably near Quicksand.
I don't have any
check out the
assignments right now. But we put another team on our one about the leaks that are going on in the council.
Okay.
We should follow up on that. They probably won't finish it.
Yeah.
You're gonna tell.
That job requires quite a bit of subtlety, and
I got
Yeah,
it.
our group is
Yeah,
not
Lockett.
Yeah,
We
Lockett.
we
Oh, yeah,
we
we'll
are
lock
the
on
hammer.
that. Yeah.
We are the hammer, and every problem is a nail.
yeah, I would say this is something that requires more of a scalpel than a hammer.
Yeah, we don't
Now,
have any
there-
skills in our group.
There's a couple. Hey, now.
Maybe
Some of us
Victor.
are.
Maybe
Yeah, and-
Victor.
He says that a few of you seem like you might be able to
Yeah,
to
Dolos
use
could-
your skills other than blunt force. And he looks at you, Delos, and says, "I've seen the like of you before. You look like you could maybe do something along those lines, but like I said, we've already got another team on it, and I think we'll be fine."
Thought that was going to go a different way.
Yeah.
you do look disappointed, Dolos, but well,
I'm not on it.
You're not in the room, Lockett.
Well,
so
Should be.
Quit your
should be in there.
squirming.
Well, we don't have any, so we have nothing on our plate right now.
Can I break free?
I'd like to. I look at the group and say, I'd like to go walk around the town a little bit. We got a little time to rest up a bit and see if I can find me a armorer that might be able to make some plate for the gold I have. And let's ask around. Maybe we'll find some work.
I mean, Lockett may be in trouble.
If not,
Can I
we can
break free?
head on to another town.
So you're trying to break free from Devad's grasp.
Yeah,
right
so
now.
that I can run in
Not a
there.
chance.
All right, another athletics check contested. Lockett and Devad.
Damn it!
Nice.
Very good.
Put your
Devon.
squirming.
You forgot to beat Boop at the start of that. But other than that, it was perfect.
Crap! This is bull crap.
No.
And we don't even hear that because we're inside still.
Yeah, no.
Crap.
And Devad, you notice as you're standing in front of the guard tower, the two guards out front are looking at you like you're insane. But and people are walking down the street and they're just cutting eyes back and like, what is going on?
Discipline.
Well, let's
So he's like, but check back with me later. I might have more things for you.
okay.
All right, we can do that. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Nice doing business with you.
And I got this like 6-foot
generous.
sword just resting on my shoulder as I'm
Yeah.
walking out, trying not to like hit door jams as I'm going through.
Yeah.
It's like toting a piece of furniture out.
Makes me glad I'm a hammer user.
So when I get outside, oh,
It's the council meet.
Sword's taller than I am.
The council meets at the city hall. It's a large, well-decorated building in the middle of town.
Okay. Thank you.
so when I walk outside with the sword, I'm like, Devad, come here, I've got something for you.
Cool.
And I'm like, you can put Lockett down. Maybe he'll pay attention to us while we're all out here. And when he puts him down, I hand
For
him
bardic inspiration.
this giant sword. I hand it to him with like two hands, and his one hand like covers both my hands. It's like, and I'm like, it looks like
that
a.
looks good on you, Devon.
Yep.
Thanks.
And
What do you
I'll
think,
give-
Lockett?
Lockett's not much in the talking mood now.
Okay, so Lockett,
Elbow him.
You what?
Can you?
I just wanted to elbow him for being an asshole.
who are you elbowing? Devad?
Vod.
Okay. Make a
He just said, "How does this look?"
a d20 plus your strength modifier to see if you hit.
Well, he was saying that about his sword that he put on his bag.
Right, but I think he's talking about me. Oh,
A natural 20. Okay.
This is
so-
bullshit. Bullshit.
plus 1.
All right, so it would be 1 plus your strength modifier for the damage, and then doubled
That's
because it's a crit.
2, so it's a 4.
All right, so Devad, Lockett drives his elbow into your ribs, and you take 4 points of damage.
You better watch it.
He's got a new sword he wants to test out.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Let go.
He already let you go.
He let go to take the sword.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he had me with one arm and grabbed the sword with the other.
No, he put you down when we came outside.
Whatever. I still elbowed him.
Can someone explain to me Lockett's selective morality?
I think he's got a short circuit going on.
Maybe we could find a mechanic in here that'll work on him.
A blacksmith that also does robots.
Yeah.
They
Why
don't
not?
do miracles. They don't do miracles in this town.
We haven't tried yet. Anything might be considered a miracle.
It's only worth trying if we know.
I'm gonna give Devad his share of the coin too, since he's been out here the whole time, and
Do I
Don't
get
give
it?
Lockett.
give him
don't
a little,
Lockett any.
give him a little
Coin?
2 extra for his trouble.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Did you
Yeah.
give me any?
Yeah, I already. Oh yeah, you weren't in there. I was gonna say I gave you your share too,
2 less.
but
You
weren't
wouldn't
in there.
know.
So how much did I get?
35.
That's right.
I mean,
much did I
Dulles,
get?
are you giving him a full share, or are you holding back some?
A full share minus, plus or
I,
minus.
I'll give the full share.
And
So
that
like
was
35.
not 350, damn it.
Okay, I look at all of you guys and go, well, I'm going to go mosey off, see if I can find me a blacksmith. But by the evening, I'll be back at the inn. If you find anything of interest, let me know.
So
So-
my specialty is alchemy. How can I use that? Can I make potions or something?
If you seek out the ingredients and stuff like that, you can make potions if you spend the time to make them. It is a time consuming process though.
Okay. Because that's my integrated tool.
Yeah, it is.
An alchemy set.
Just opens up his stomach and pulls out like test tubes and stuff.
Yeah.
I have a full alchemy set that just kind of pops out, and I can just make potions.
Like a
I'm
little
not drinking anything that comes outside of you. Unless it comes out your disposal fluid hole. And then it's just beer.
But I want to go find somewhere that sells herbs and see if I can try to make a, I don't know, health potion or.
Okay. So Olaros is looking for a blacksmith. Locket's looking for like an alchemy shop or herb shop. Anybody else?
Tymond would like a new set of threads.
Okay, so you're gonna go to a clothier.
I'm gonna wander off with Timon just to hang out with my half-elfin people.
Okay.
So I hear that Timon is looking for a new set of threads.
I'm going to
So I'm gonna
relax
keep my
under a
eyes out
tree
for like spools of
in the
thread.
park.
Okay.
I'm looking. I'm going to go to City Hall.
Okay.
And I'm going to follow Lockett just because I told him I would.
I'm going to go relax under a tree in the park.
Okay. And all right.
Polish
So,
my new sword.
all right. So we'll do this in order of who's on my
Operation.
screen. So Ryle, you said you're going to go with Lockett. So you guys are heading to find an alchemy shop or a herbalism shop. Go ahead and both of you can make a investigation check. See if you can find one.
This sounds super smart.
I'm just following Lockett. I'm not looking for anything.
Okay. So with a 13, it takes you a good amount of time. Lockett, you stop people in the road asking them if they know where they are,
You got herbs.
You got herbs.
You got a herb, man.
No,
You're
you a
going to
cop?
end up in the guardhouse again.
Yeah, so you do eventually find a place. It takes a little while, but you do find a place that is like an alchemy shop.
herbs.
Yeah, when you get close to it, it has like that nice aroma of boiling potions and stuff.
Mm.
And you enter, and the smell in here smells like a really nice, a sweet kind of like a lavender scent almost.
Okay.
And
Hey,
there's
I
a
found
gnome.
herbs.
Yeah, there's a gnome sitting behind the counter there. Inside, you see like herbs hanging from like drying racks. There are in like a nice glass counter that he's sitting behind. There are racks and racks of different kinds of potions.
So, being that I know so much about the world. Well, hello, son. Do you by chance know what herbs are needed to make a health potion or some antidotes or stuff like that?
He strokes his beard and he
Man, you
takes.
already grew a beard? Wow. That's
And
awesome.
he says, "You haven't seen many gnomes, have you?"
What's a gnome?
I'm a gnome.
Right. What's the gnome? Is that like a slang for a little kid?
He looks at you, Ryle. He's like, "Is this guy serious?"
I don't actually go in. Like I was outside. I'm like watching through the door just to make sure he doesn't tear nothing up.
He says it to a customer behind him.
Yeah.
You had one job, Ralph. One job.
I'm watching, but not with. I'm trying to not associate with him, but I'm there in case it goes sideways.
Oh man.
I think it already did.
No, jeez.
He's like, "Well,
In my mind, I'm not offending him. I'm not saying anything offensive.
well, your racism aside, let me take a look here."
I have an
meaning
idea,
to be
Potion
racist.
Master. Make him a poison and tell him it's a cure.
Metagaming.
Oh, excuse me.
Metagaming.
Excuse me. I'm
He
out.
thinks
how
this
did
to
they
himself
get you?
back in the room.
I said I want to try my hand at alchemy because that's when I was created.
When I was a
I like
small
pop out
robot.
the alchemy set. I'm like, this is what I came with. So I was trying to see if I can use it.
Okay, well, I'm looking up the skills you need to make potions real quick. Hold on one second. So, if you want to make a regular potion, I can sell you all the herbs you need to do that. But it is it depends on how effective you want these potions to be. Are you trying to make a healing potion? I'm assuming.
Yes,
Okay, well, for the
I have friends that get damaged a lot. Well, I call them friends. I don't know. They beat me up a lot, so I don't know.
Well, so for a regular potion, it would be 50 gold pieces for the kit to make it, and it would take you 3 days to brew up the potion.
If I already have the alchemy set, is it still that much?
Your alchemy set isn't very useful until you have the herbs required to.
Right. So what herbs is it?
And he pulls out like a bundle that he's got, and he's got like I don't know the names of the herbs or anything, but
Well, the reason is I was going to ask it. Can I find these in the wild? Because I don't have 50 gold. They don't give me gold.
I gave you 35.
They don't
Yeah,
give me gold.
okay, so
I
you
only have. I like hold it out and like I only have this many.
all right. How much do you have?
This many.
This many.
No, but seriously, have like. Well, I'll just look at you.
35.
Lockett can't really count.
Right.
So he's like, I got this many.
It's like,
Well,
well,
gnome takes it all.
I don't know if I got 50.
I regret
I don't even
giving
know
it.
what 50
I'm
means.
going to keep this in mind.
okay. He's like, well,
Oh,
for that 35, I can't give you one of these bundle herbs, but I could give you a pre-made potion that I've got. That
Well, I was trying to make it by myself.
right, but you don't have enough money.
But if you tell me what herbs, then I might be able to find them in the wild.
And I wouldn't be much of a businessman if I told you where to acquire things where you didn't need my services.
Help me help you. If I make any, then you can test their quality. And if they're good, then maybe I can give you them to sell.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
how do you know about negotiations?
Yeah.
I know certain
Sorry.
things.
I'm
He
thinking
does
out
it.
loud.
Metagaming.
He doesn't. He just knows how to argue.
Yeah. And he's like,
Bullshit.
I'm sorry, but I'm not going to give you the tools where you don't need my services anymore. It's bad business.
All right. Well,
All right.
I can't afford to do that. I can't.
Well,
Well,
I
now
only
you
have this many. I only have this many.
save.
I
when
see.
you have when you
I
have
see
more
him.
money,
Well,
when you have more money, you can come back.
I'm watching all of this through the crack of the door, and I feel bad for him.
How
So I
many
come
do have?
inside, and I'm like, "Hello, sir. This is Ryle, Knight Lieutenant 7th Guard. How are you today?"
Very well.
This is one of my compatriots under my command, and I see he's a little short on money. So I would like. Yes, we can all agree on that. So I want to settle up the difference between what he needs. What is that? 15 gold.
That would be 15.
I only have this many.
So I take 15 gold out of my pocket and put it in Ryle's or in Lockett's hand and say, "Now you have enough money. Give it to
This
him."
many?
Enough, man.
And so I assume now he can afford.
Yeah, well, and I didn't know this was for official business, so I'll tell you what. I'll give you the bundle for the 50 gold, and I'll include 1 potion of healing, just as an appreciation for our town guard.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate your service, kind sir.
So I give the potion of healing to Ryle for helping me with this many's.
You're welcome. You have this many's, and now you have no many's. But I need your word that you're going to listen to me. You're going to behave.
As long as you don't say anything stupid.
I ignore the comment.
Can you
And
actually
say-
lead from the front and not from the back?
I say, grab your herbs and let's go.
All right. So I'm gonna go
Alright.
back to the. I guess I'm gonna go back to the inn, and I'm gonna try to craft this.
DM question: where did we decide to meet after all this?
Oh, we
At
did
the
it.
bar, I thought people said. Oh, I thought somebody said they were going to meet back at the bar.
Oh, I have no idea.
did.
I assume the bar. Okay.
I'm going back to the inn.
So I'm going to go with Lockett and watch him play with his new toys.
Okay.
I'm going to
All right.
convince Timon to get on a ship and let's go somewhere.
They're leaving the campaign.
All time. I thirst for the seas.
All right. So, Timon, you are off looking for a clothier.
Yeah, and I'm with him.
Okay.
And I say to Victor, what do you make of our party? Who's the most favorable among the town, and who just really drives you nuts? You know what I mean?
I think deep down, everybody's got their merits. I think everybody's good in their own way.
You're sounding like a cleric.
How very diplomatic of you, friend. All right, let's go find us some proper attire to fit heroes of the age.
I can agree to that.
Okay. So you guys go ahead and make an investigation check. You can either do one with advantage or, well, so a 15 from Timon, and you want to make one too?
Yeah. I'm going along. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, so you guys ask around town. It takes you a little while, but not too long to find what a reputable clothier. There is an elven gentleman standing behind the counter. There's fine vestments up around on mannequins and stuff. And you see like a measuring tape kind of like draped around his neck, and he is currently sewing something behind the counter. Like it's a silk doublet that he's working on.
And what kind of person did you say he was?
He's an elven gentleman. He's silver-haired. He seemed. It's hard to gauge age with elves sometimes, but he looks a little bit on the younger side.
Before we go in, I pull Victor aside and say, I'm a little hesitant of true bloods, simply because you never know where you stand with them.
I couldn't agree more. You can't trust the long ears sometimes, but maybe he'd be open to a little bit of negotiation, so we can see what we can buy from him.
Yes, we go in and I say, "Hail, good sir. We're here to hopefully get suited up in clothing fit for heroes, and wondering if you'd be interested in partaking in business with us."
Well, if you have the coin, then we can certainly do business.
I would like to, as you can see, this leather armor has been with me for I have no idea how long now, and it obviously needs to be replaced. So
Well-
what do you have? What do you recommend?
Well, I mean, we could obviously give you quite a bit of fine clothing here, but not sure how much protection it would be. It's obviously that armor has been used.
Show me your best, and then you're not so best,
Top
and then
shelf,
if need
medium
be,
shelf.
show me the bottom of the line. But I feel like we need to start at the top.
Well, what sort of clothes are you interested in? Like, what sort of style are you?
Well, if you do have a
Clothes that
base,
fit. Put clothes that fit.
sorry, I thought I heard a faint voice from the nether realm.
I think a bird just hit the window.
Yeah, something shat on my shoulder before we entered. So, what I'd prefer, if you have it, I'd prefer some type of armor. If you don't, that's quite all right too. But something that just would enhance my appearance
Well,
and protection.
well, I don't have much in the way of armor here. This is a clothing shop. But we could give you something that could make that armor look a lot better. Something that you could wear over it too.
Little turtle wax.
If
well,
I wear a
we-
robe, would that hinder me in any way?
Nope.
So that doesn't count as armor. It just counts as something
It's
else.
just your
Clothes
style.
that cover your body.
Yeah.
So I should probably have a robe. Okay.
Yeah. Or you could just wear simple clothes too. Like you wouldn't have to have a robe necessarily, but you could wear like pants and a shirt. I mean,
Oh no, no, no.
so Timon he pulls out a few nice silk shirts that could fit over your armor. He has like some tabards with different designs on them, and he says, and these tabards are customizable. We could come up with if you have a family crest, or if you have a symbol, or if you're religious, we could put a symbol of your god on it.
And a tabard, if correct me if I'm wrong, is just like a vest. Is that correct?
It's more like you put it over your
Poncho.
the front of your armor, and it's the arms are free, and it just kind of like rests above and behind your armor.
It's a drape.
As
Yeah.
a sailor, I need to have the most movement, so I think a tabard would be wonderful.
So we have this fine linen, we have silk, we have this nice elven weave here that it has a small little ability to where you can sometimes see a little better in the dark if you're wearing this, but it comes at a little bit more of a price.
Well,
What's the
don't-
price? Your eyes start to hurt?
I don't have a need to see better in the dark, but I appreciate the sentiment. I think a silk tabard would be right up my alley.
And you said something about the sea. You're sometimes a sailor.
Oh, my heart is with the sea, sir. That is where I excel the most. That's where my joy is at its peak, and I long to be back.
So he pulls out this really nice seafoam green tabard from behind the counter and says, "What do you think of this color?"
And I jangle my purse a little bit, and I say, "And what are you charging?"
Well, if you just wanted the plain tabard with no embroidery work or anything like that, I'd say 27 gold pieces. And I would charge an extra 5 if you wanted any kind of custom embroidery.
Well, I have
I scoff in the background.
I have no gods and no heraldry of which to remember except the color of the waves. So this color will suit me just fine. How about I give you a song and you take off about 5 more gold?
It would depend on the quality of the song, dear sir.
He might charge you
It's
more.
a-
Beware.
Yeah. If it sucks, make that 37.
Let me sing to you about cheese.
So let's see a performance check.
Oh boy, I'm not singing about cheese.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so you play a song of the sea. It's sorrowful and
Oh,
meaningful.
whale
and,
of a tale, and it's all true.
Um, you notice that like you notice that he wipes a tear from the corner of his eye and says, "It reminds me of when my family came over here across the Great Sea. You know what? The tabard's on the house."
What?
Most-
what the
Most
fuck,
kind.
man? I had to
Well-
spend this many?
Well, thank you. Please remember us. If you should find yourself in trouble, we are with a group of adventurers who are questing, not just for gold, but to hopefully make a name for ourselves in the world. So, please do remember us. We haven't picked a name for ourselves, but I'm Timon Siresong, and this is Victor Moral.
Well, if everyone of your party is of strong moral character and poise as you, I'm sure that we can do business in the future.
I do ask a favor, not of gold, but I was cheated a long time ago. Cheated real bad, betrayed by someone close to me, and I'd like to receive my due. They're part of the reason why I have no background, no gods, nothing. I
Well,
don't remember their name, but they sure do remember mine, I can tell you that.
And how would you think I would know this person that cheated you?
Well, the only thing I can tell you is they have a fine affinity to gold and cheating. And that's all I can tell you.
Unfortunately, a lot of the people who have an affinity for one often have an affinity for the other.
Yes, I know. I wish I had more detail. But that's
Yeah.
other than us being of the elvish blood and
Well,
having no parents.
there are many people who come into my shop that have quite a bit of gold. I am one of the finer clothing establishments. here.
I
It's
do
in it.
have one thing. I do have one thing, sir. And I reach into my pocket and I pull out a gold coin I have never seen, but I've kept it my entire life, and I set it on the table and ask him about it.
Okay, can you describe the coin?
It's almost like $50 size, you know. It's a nice party coin, and it's got a face of engraving of a face I've never seen before, of a public figure I don't know.
Is there can you tell the race of the person?
I want to say it. Yeah, I want to say they look elvish on the coin.
He says, "Yes, this is a gold piece from my homeland. It is of the elven lands across the sea."
It has been with me this whole time. I entrust it to you to see if you can find any connection to my past. And just send word to, if you do hear or find anything, send word to Lothic with the city guard. And he will be sure to pass us the message.
And he takes the coin and he turns around in his hand. He's like, "Well, it's a common gold coin. I don't know if I could really trace anyone down to it, but perhaps if you ever meet anyone with special magical talents, maybe they could help you trace down who this belonged to."
I thank you,
And he passes the coin back to you.
Victor. I'm all set with this amazingly crafted tabard. I don't know about you.
I think I'm pretty good to go. I don't need a whole lot in life.
Now that coat of yours looks like it could use a little bit of a patching up.
It's It's seen a little bit of wear, but it fits me nice.
Well, if you ever change your mind, be more than welcome. More than happy to look up something nice for you.
I do appreciate it.
Oh, what is your name, sir?
My name is. Let me bring up the fantasy name generator.
My name is Checks ID.
Opens up notes.
Believe it or not, I did not come up with a name for every clothier or shopkeeper of the town.
Bummer.
I mean, that's
Understandable.
poor DM
Well-
management.
Now he's gonna have one for everyone.
Yeah.
My name is Phalar Gilna.
Phalar?
Phalar Gilna.
Balar.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, Phalar. We be off.
And be sure to come back to Gilna's Garments whenever you need more clothing needs.
Gildan's garments. I like it.
I do have one question. Do you have a maybe a muzzle? Someone that we have in our party
A robotic muzzle.
for a Warforged type person.
I've got some cloth scraps I would be willing to part with for free. I mean,
Yeah, he's not worth spending the gold anyway. I'll take the cloth scraps.
okay, so you get some silk and some linen cloth straps.
Until we meet again, sir.
I look forward to it.
Guy person.
Guy person.
Okay. So next up is Olaros.
Olaros has been walking around the town. He likes the town. Feels very comfortable here. Has been asking folks around the way where I could be guided to a blacksmith. Several
Okay.
people have pointed the way, but I haven't been going necessarily direct. I've been enjoying the place and just
Okay.
kind of roaming around.
Well, since you're taking your time, make an investigation check with advantage.
Like I said, I've been enjoying the town.
Yeah, yeah. You've been wandering around talking to people, and you just kind of lose focus and forget that you were even looking for a
Yeah,
blacksmith.
I do. It really is nice in this town. And I kind of look up and I'm going, geez, I'm a little lost. I don't even know where the inn is anymore. So I walk up to a person right there and I said, look, I'm kind of lost.
What's up, Taft? Thanks so much for the
It's a
sub.
big town.
26
I've
months,
been
man. You've been a
enjoying myself.
real-
I am
real
looking
champion of
for
the channel.
either a
Thank you.
blacksmith or an inn called, what was the inn called?
Let me look in my notes.
It was called,
It's called ingenerator.com.
No, I've got that written down.
yeah, it was an inn.
It's like the twin tabards.
Twin
Yeah.
Taverns.
No, that's not it.
Twin something.
Now,
No, the town is the Trout's Fin Tavern.
The what?
The Trout's Fin Tavern.
Trout spin?
Yeah.
They only serve salmon,
Fin.
though.
Yeah.
Fin.
Trout fin. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They serve
And I've
salmon.
got it in my notes somewhere, but
That's the
Oh,
tavern that Rafik
Yeah.
is
I'm
that we've
looking
been
for
staying at.
either a blacksmith or the Trout Fin Inn. Can you direct me to either one?
Yeah. So he says, Richard, he has his own blacksmith shop down the street here. Surprised you couldn't smell the smoke or hear the hammers banging.
True.
And the Trout's
hear them
Fin, that's one of the nicer establishments. I can't really afford drink there, but I think that's on the eastern side of the city.
Okay. Well, since I'm close to the smith, I think I'll just mosey on down there and then see if I can make my way back east later.
Okay.
But I'll know which direction to go when I leave. Thank you, sir.
All right. And so you
Appreciate
make your
that.
way you make your way to this blacksmith shop, and it's kind of a small establishment. It's made of wood, and it's kind of a rinky-dink shop, honestly. The guy out front is hammering a horseshoe on an anvil as you approach.
Well, I step up to him and I say, "Kind sir, you got a moment? I
Yeah.
don't like interrupting you, but go ahead and finish your horseshoe so that, and then I'll talk."
He spits off to the side and says, "Aight."
Aight.
Okay.
3 hours later.
Yeah. Well, no,
Yeah.
30 minutes. It's a horseshoe, man.
Yeah, and you take a look at this horseshoe that he's hammering, and you've seen good blacksmithing and bad blacksmithing. This guy's not a very good blacksmith.
Yeah.
Definitely
Well,
buy
you
his
know.
armor.
I was just in the vicinity. I'm getting to know the town, just kind of getting to know places, and I thought I might get a little of my chainmail fixed, but it's okay. Um, I'm just. It's nice to meet you, but I think I'm going to head on back to my inn.
You too
I'm
good for
just.
me, then, is it?
No, no, no. I didn't say that. I just figured that what I'm looking for probably isn't here. I'm looking for a nice set of plate mail. Would you have something like that?
Yeah.
Well, and he cleans off some of the dust from his hands, and he says, "I'll be right back."
Really?
He comes out and he brings out a set of plate mail. Make a perception check. Yeah, you notice that this is the thinnest set of plate mail that you've ever seen. Like, you might as well be wearing aluminum foil if you're wearing it.
Yeah,
For mobility. It's for
sharp
mobility.
fingernail might go through this.
Did you say that to
Yeah.
him?
No,
I
no,
would
I
take
don't.
it and I would
I
bend it like
thought
this.
that.
I would
And I
take
go-
it and bend it and be like, I don't think this is gonna stop anything.
I just asked him.
not there like it.
So what does some plate mail like this go for?
Give it to you for 300.
Okay. Well, that is way beyond my means. I appreciate you showing it to me, but I'm
Cheapest
gonna have to
bet.
pass this time.
It's the cheapest set of plate mail you'll find in town.
That's what I'm afraid of, and I've got a lot of questioning to do before I can afford this. So thank you, kind sir, but I will be on my way. You can go back to your horseshoes. And so
Alright.
I look up and I say, I do say I'm heading for the trout fin. I hear that's on the east side of town. Is that correct?
So you got enough money to be drinking at the trout fin, but you don't
I-
have enough money.
I'm with a
to be-
group that's been treating me, so I don't have to spend the money. So I'm saving my money. And I don't drink that much. My compatriots do, but I don't.
Oh, you fancy people coming around here thinking you're better than everyone else.
No, that's not correct. That's not correct. But
Just tell him he sucks as a blacksmith.
anyway,
I'm a hard-working man, and I
Yes,
do
you
hard
are.
work. I do hard work, and I expect to be paid well.
well, I agree with that. Although your plate mail's a little thin. But anyway,
Is it now?
Okay,
Uh-oh.
okay. I'm sorry. That was a dig, and I shouldn't have said that. I will.
You
Make an
wanna see
attack.
how sharp my
Fine.
skin is?
I cannot afford it. I cannot afford it. I'm a poor man too.
Hit the
And,
plate mail with your hammer. See what happens.
No, I'm not going to do anything like that.
Do it.
You break it, you buy it.
No
And-
balls. No balls.
No money.
No balls.
Not enough gold.
He's
So
got
anyway,
not this many minis.
Thank you, sir. I am on my way.
Just, I would test
And
that thing out. I'd be like,
I
look,
head off. I don't
he's
need
not
to
gonna
test
become
it.
a better blacksmith.
What's the
if you
point of
don't help
testing
him.
it if I can't buy it?
Yeah, but he's not become a
So
better
anyway,
blacksmith
I
if
am
he likes his
heading
stuff.
back, moseying. I'm not in a hurry. I've been enjoying the town, but I'm heading back toward Trout Fin Inn.
Okay. And as you walk away, you hear him muttering under his breath. You can't make out what he's saying, but he's definitely some cuss words laden in there.
Yeah, well, I can understand that. That's what I felt for his plate mail. But okay, I leave without causing a problem. I am a cleric. I'm not going to sit there and respond to being cursed.
I want to see a cleric start a fight.
No, that is not what clerics do.
Okay, so Olaros,
That's
you
not
start
always-
heading back to the tavern. Dolos, you were heading towards City Hall. I won't make you make a investigation check for this because it's the largest building in town. It's right in the center. It's pretty obvious where City Hall is.
Okay.
So you approach City Hall, and
Yeah.
it is a ornate marble building. Looks like a lot of craftsmanship went into it. It's probably about 3 stories high. It's a very large building. There's a cast iron spiked fence that surrounds the building, and there are 3 guards that are standing in front.
You're muted.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
So are they open today? Like,
Yeah, well, they I mean, it's like a normal workday.
I mean, are proceedings open to the public?
I
guess is what I should ask.
the gates are closed, and there are 3 guards standing in front. So your best intuition tells you that they're not open to the public at the moment.
And I don't know anyone on the council. Damn. I'm gonna go up to them.
Okay.
Be like,
Hello, Fred.
good afternoon. I was wondering if city council's open. Lothic sent me here.
Right now there's a closed session going on in the main chambers, and there's work going on. May I ask what your business is?
Oh, it was I'm just gonna pull him aside. Away
Okay.
from the other 2. Be like, Lothic sent me here. Apparently there's been some sort of leak on the city council. He wants checked out. So he asked me to investigate it.
Okay. I've heard something along those lines. That makes a lot of sense. What's your plan?
Oh, I mean, it may not be a one-day operation. I want to observe at first, see what's going on.
Okay.
Do you know anyone on the city council?
Well, there's several people on the council. There's the governor, of course, Frederick Tumbleton. He's a gnome. His chief advisor, Tillock Fonduring. He's a tiefling. He's a pretty honest, good chap. There's the head of agriculture, Maria Dooley. She's an older woman, kind of surly.
Surely.
There's the master of tactics, Erlen Onyxhammer. He's a dwarf. He's for somebody who's in charge of tactics, he's a very jovial man. There's the master of coin. He's Dirk Inglewood. He's just middle-aged, kind of regular human kind of a chap. There's the master of construction, Thorn Steelhammer. He's another dwarf. Seems to be on the up and up. And the governor's son, Terry Tumbleton. He is he is the master of public works.
Master of Public Works. Okay. I wrote most of those down.
Yeah.
I wasn't there, so I didn't hear it.
Hey, I did come up with those though. Those were not off the top of my head.
People in the chat,
You write it down.
DM skills.
What was Talak and Maria? What were their titles?
Tillock is the chief advisor, and Maria is the well, I said the head, but it's the master of agriculture.
Master of Agriculture.
Can't trust anybody who works on the farms.
Whoa, now. Gonna alienate so many of our viewers.
I don't know how many farmers we have watching D&D. at 9 a.m. on a Sunday. They're probably working.
Now, farmers go to church, folks.
They're at church right
Yeah,
The church doesn't
Um,
start till 11.
okay.
10 if you go to the.
now. Not all of them.
that's why they're watching us.
It starts at 8.
Exactly. Okay. So got those names down. All right. Thank you, sir. May I go in?
Do you write it up? But just be discreet is all I ask. And
Of course.
he whistles to the other two guards and says, "Open the gate for him."
Thank you, sir.
No
What's
problem.
your name?
My name is
Bob.
Guard.
Guard
my name-
1.
My name is Robert.
Yeah, it's Bob.
Bob the guard. Nice to meet you, Robert. Thank you, sir.
My pleasure.
All right, and I'm gonna go inside.
Okay. So you go in and what you thought this from the outside was a 3-story building. It's actually more like a 2-story building. Just the first story has got a very high ceiling. The entrance hall is very grand, and it goes like there's several doors on the sides, and then there's 1 second.
Music starts
play
playing.
music.
It's like,
I hope that's not.
I love when we have
My
I
wife.
love when we
Yeah.
I think this is boss music. I'm about to die, guys.
He might be out of here.
Re-rolling next week.
Okay. So there are some doors off to the side on each side. There is a spiral staircase. Well, not spiral, but like kind of like curved staircases that go from the center hall up to the second floor. And there is a big double door at the end of the hallway that you would assume goes like the
Say
main.
it again. There's a spiral. So there's the main hall. Okay. I guess I'll walk towards the main doors.
Okay. So you can hear talking behind the main doors. There are 2 guards standing to either side of them. But you can hear. Make a perception check to see if you can make out anything about what's been discussed.
Nope.
It's kind of muffled. The doors are
White
pretty,
noise.
and you can't get too close without engaging in these 2 guards.
Okay. What else did you say was down there?
There's the 2 stairs that go up, and there's like 3 doors on each side.
It's on each side. I'm gonna go up the stairs.
Okay. So
Just nod at the guards. Hi.
So you climb the stairs and you make your way to the second floor. It's kind of like a square layout with several rooms on what you assume are like offices and things.
Oh, I was hoping there was a balcony. Okay. Are any of the doors open?
Make another perception check. There is one door that seems to be cracked open. It's kind of like on the far end on your right.
Is there anyone around?
It seems like there's not really a lot of activity up here. You do see one person kind of walk from one office to another, but they open the door that they leave and they close it behind them, and they go into another office and close that door.
Okay. I'm gonna walk towards the cracked door.
Okay.
Just peek inside at first.
All right. Make a stealth check.
You all know it's stealthy.
All right. So you proceed pretty quietly. No one seems to notice. You take a peek, and there is a gentleman. He is just your normal, everyday, dark-haired human, probably middle-aged. He is writing in a book with a quill.
Any name on the door or anything?
Nope.
All right, I'm gonna walk away from there. I'm gonna go to the door before it. Which door did that guy come out of?
The door, like right before the door that was open.
I'm gonna open that door.
Okay. It's an empty office. There is a desk there. There is a bookcase with several books. There's rolls of parchment sitting on the desk.
All right. Can I lock the door?
There is a lock on the door.
All right, I'm gonna go inside, lock the door,
Okay.
and very quickly I'm gonna go to the desk and see if there is anything worthwhile on it.
Okay. There is several documents that are just kind of sitting out. I'm talking about it. Looking at the documents, it looks like this guy works with the Master of Coin. He has lots of like different kind of like invoices and ledgers and things about how the money is being spent in the city. He apparently his name is got this written down somewhere.
Oh, when it Dirk, or is this his assistant?
No, this isn't the Master of Coin. This is somebody who works with the Master of
Okay.
Coin. His name is Cole Linden.
Cole Linden. Okay.
He has signed his name on several different things, and they're awaiting the signature of the Master of Coin. Make an investigation check.
Not a good roll.
So you don't really find anything too valuable as far as information goes.
Okay. Does anything look out of ordinary in there?
Make a perception check.
Wow.
Nope. Everything looks
Wow.
perfect.
This is a beautiful room.
I mean, he's a very neat and orderly person. He's got all of his papers perfectly lined up. He keeps a tight ship.
Okay. I'm going to exit the room,
Okay.
open it slowly, check out there.
Okay. Make another stealth check. Yep. And as you open the door and take a peek out, you notice that that Cole, the guy that just came out of this office, is standing in the office that he went into, which is kind of like down another hallway of this square layout, and he's talking with someone, and doesn't seem to be looking your direction. So you manage to quietly slip out and close the door behind you, and you can do what you will.
Okay. Gonna go back down the stairs,
Okay.
and I'm gonna keep an eye on those two though. And gonna go up to the guard and say, "Is this a closed session? Is that right, sir?"
That's right.
Okay. Can you tell me where Terry Tumbleton's office is?
Oh, his office is actually at the back of the council chamber.
Of course it is.
Of course it is.
Right through the
Well.
meeting area.
Right, yeah. Well,
Being a spy isn't easy.
apparently.
That's why you shouldn't have gone solo. I could have helped
If you were there,
Oh, yeah.
Three dead guards.
I attacked the guard.
Guards in the hall.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have attacked the guard.
Did earlier.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
Do you need to get a message to the governor?
It's not an important message. I just needed to talk to him. I was looking into building something in the area. So
Well, what's your name? I can pass along the message.
Steve Templeton.
Okay.
Steve Simpleton.
Yeah, Lockett would have been there. That's not his name. His name's Doblos.
Yeah.
Bust.
Should change it. I need to change it to no los netto lark.
Okay, we'll be sure to pass along the message.
Oh, thank you. Wonderful.
And
Yeah.
does he know how to get in touch with you?
Oh, I'll be around. Don't even worry about that. I'll probably be back tomorrow or the next day. Got a few errands to run anyway on this side of town, so I'll be back. Thank you, though.
Okay. All right. So, are you leaving now, or?
Anything else look like I could? Just gonna look around.
Make
quick.
another perception check.
God damn it.
There is one of the doors. Like as you're facing towards the exit, there is one door that is cracked open on the right-hand side.
Gonna walk towards that. Are the guards looking this way, or are they just talking?
They're
Whatever?
kind of like, I mean, they have no reason to be suspicious right now. They're just kind of chatting with each other. You can make a stealth check to see if you can get over there without their notice. Yeah, and they're pretty kind of involved in their conversation.
Okay, gonna go in there.
All right, so you're just going to enter into the office?
I'm sorry, I should say I look into it first, see if there's anyone
Okay.
around.
Well, it's not really an office. It's actually kind of like a large room, and it looks.
Bathroom, isn't it?
It's not a bathroom. It's actually more of like an eating hall. It's like kind of where they all go to eat. And there are a few people just sitting around talking, like eating food.
Pencil pushers. I'm going in.
Okay. And so you notice that there is a man sitting behind a counter over there, and he is handing out food to people. It seems like the people work here get to have a free meal.
Okay, gonna go up to him and be like, "Hi, how are you?"
Hi.
Hello,
Free meal
friend.
time.
Haven't seen you here before.
Oh, new hire, just started last week.
No, well, are you interested in the roasted fish today?
Yes.
So you get a nice serving of like a roasted trout and some like rice on the side that actually smells pretty good.
Okay. I'm gonna go up. I'm not gonna sit with that group, but I'm gonna sit nearby, and I'm just gonna open up some documents and just look at them, listen in on them.
Okay. So there's like three main groups of people sitting in this. There are two people sitting like off to the side by themselves. There is like two guards and like a kind of a pencil pusher that are kind of sitting in another corner. And then there's like a group of like six people that all appear to be office workers, kind of just.
I'm
sitting.
gonna sit near the office workers.
Okay. So make a perception check. as
Here
you
comes
sit
a
there.
3 and a 4.
12.
So they're having discussions about like things that are going on. Apparently, these people work in the agriculture department, and they're talking about the grain shipments that have gone into town, and the people that are working with the fishing industry there. It doesn't seem like they're really talking of anything of like substantial value.
Okay. Am I near enough to anybody else to listen in, or?
They were kind of spread out. I can let you listen into one of the others with a disadvantaged roll.
Okay. Yeah. Oh.
So, which one?
The
Ooh,
guard.
whoa.
What were the other two? The guards and a
There's two guards and a pencil pusher, and two like office people that look like office workers that are just sitting up to themselves.
I want the two office workers.
Okay. They're talking in like hushed voices, but you can kind of actually almost read their lips a little bit. You don't get everything, but you hear midnight tomorrow, and down by the Eastern Bridge. But that's about as much as you can make out.
Midnight tomorrow at Eastern Bridge. Okay. Gonna enjoy my fish. No, now when they say tomorrow, do I know they mean tonight or do they mean tomorrow?
They said midnight tomorrow, so you can interpret that as you will.
Okay. I'm gonna show up the wrong day.
All right, guys. Today is actually tomorrow, so I'm there.
Okay.
Just
Enjoy my fish, and then gonna get on up, and I'm gonna guess I'll head back to the inn.
Okay. So you start heading back towards the inn. As you leave, make a perception check. Okay, so you exit the gates and you just kind of look both ways on the street like you normally do, and there is way down the street. You see a familiar green cloak, one that was worn by someone who told a bunch of lies.
I'm gonna
Veritas.
Or by what? I'm sorry, what?
Veritas,
Veritas?
the guy from the
The jerk from the beginning.
the
I
one who
thought he was
spoke on-
friendly. I'm going to follow him at a distance.
Okay. So he just all you see is the cloak. You don't actually see his facial features or anything, and
Or I'm going to
But-
follow the cloak, I should say.
Right.
Some person.
right. So you start following him, and you go like he's kind of far down the street, but you're following at a distance, but you're trying to keep enough of a proximity so where you can keep up with him. And he turns a left. So are you going to try to speed up to see where he goes past that, or
Yes, I'm going to walk at a faster pace.
okay? Then I'm going to need a stealth check. Okay, and you managed to quickly and quietly. Hold on, my dog's need to go out.
Oh, that's an interesting thing to do.
So when I get murdered here, thinking I'll roll a
It was nice.
mage.
you should go Warforged Mage, so we can have two people we gotta handle.
Can I have your stuff?
So
We gotta find his body first.
quickly and
That's going to
quietly.
be the next mission.
Quickly and quietly, you follow up, and you do see that he's just walking down this street now. And he seems to be going into an establishment. It looks like a bar.
Is this Timon in his new cloak? Is that what this is going to be?
He didn't get a cloak.
Oh, that's right. He got tabard.
Three kids in a trench coat.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna. You said they're going into a tavern.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna follow them. Follow in there.
Okay. And you go into the tavern, trying to be kind of stealthy about this too.
Yes.
Another stealth check. Okay. You were, this person isn't really looking for you, but it's a pretty low DC on the stealth check. So you just walk in, and it's very much Veritas. He's pulled back his the hood of his cloak, and he is sitting at the bar, and he's sipping on a beverage.
I'm gonna go sit, not immediately next to him. I'm just gonna go sit at the bar and grab a drink as well.
Okay. And Veritas is just kind of sitting there alone drinking.
Just gonna look at him, and be like, a little bit, and be like, "Do I not know you from somewhere?"
I've never seen you before in my life.
That didn't help, actually. I'm gonna do an insight check.
Okay.
Well, there.
Okay. You don't believe him.
I don't believe him.
I mean, this definitely seems like the same guy.
Are you sure? I swear, you look like a guy I met a few days ago at a different bar.
I've
Can I ask your name?
My name is Veritas.
How are you doing, Veritas? What are you doing today? What are you drinking today?
He looks down at his beer and he says, "It's very nice wine."
I don't know where to go with this.
Well, you're out on your own. And it's
Just
about
start
quitting
puking
time.
and you'll
Just start puking. Let's see. I'm trying to think of how to get answers when I know everything is a lie. What brings you to town?
Just
feet.
came to look around, catch the scenery. No real purpose.
Yeah.
That could be true.
Well, you know that everything he says is a lie, so he's probably there for some reason.
What is not your business in town?
He looks at you very confused. Doesn't answer.
Come on, I'll buy you another wine.
There you go. Get him drunk.
Hold on 1 second. The dog needs to go back in.
Okay.
The look of Dallas's face right now, it's like
I
utter
know.
confusion.
He stands up from the bar and throws a bit of coin on the bar, and he says, "I'm very interested in this conversation." And he walks out the door.
I'm going to pay however much to the bartender. Be like, keep
And just-
change. How much?
Just like 50 silver.
I'll give him a gold.
Okay.
Walk out. Actually, and as I turn and be like, have you seen him here before?
Yeah. He comes in here quite regularly. He's a strange fellow.
Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna leave. Can you tell me anything about him? Like what his name is, what he does around here?
Never told me his name, but he comes in and guys seems to talk in riddles. It's really strange. He orders a beer and he always looks at it like he's disappointed. He just
It's because he gets wine.
How often does he come in?
I'd say probably twice, 3 times a week.
Any particular days?
Not that I've noticed.
I don't even know what today is, so that's fine.
It's Wednesday.
Day drinking on a Wednesday. God, just like real life.
What have we come to?
Farmers be in church.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I don't know if I can get much information from him. Just thank him, and I'm gonna head out.
Okay. So, I guess this is a good stopping point then. So we will pick up with this on Sunday, Thursday.
Yeah. Thursday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. Thanks so much for the bits, the subs, the follows. And we'll see where this shopping spree extravaganza ends.
There's always a
And-
shopping episode. We have to get it out of the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been fun, though. Everybody's been different doing their own thing.
Yeah.
But
I've enjoyed it.
me too.
I've been polishing my sword.
Hey,
Wait a minute.
I want to know what you're doing.
PG-13 now. We can't
It
get
has
banned.
to shine.
All
All right. See you guys. Bye.